Alright. This one is the one that we need to go to. Let's see if we can find some birds. We do need about another 3 Ross's geese and about 5 scorps for this mission. Just for this mission, but we need a lot more scorps for other missions as well. What do we have over there? 160 to 180 meters. That suggests it's something bigger. More moose. Wait, are you the remaining moose from that herd? Because that does look like 3 females and 1 male. Yeah, I think that's the rest of his herd. Yep. 3 females, 1 male. Well, let's keep walking. Hopefully we can find some birds. It's another male moose. Let's see if we can see what it is. Yeah, no, not from this distance. Let's see. Gonna have to go around this hill to actually check if we can get an eye on them. Still gotta go a bit further. One-star adult, young female. Oh, there are a lot of you over here. But I don't think any of you look big enough to be... Yeah, that, and the distance there is a 1-star adult as well. And then the other one beyond that looks even younger, so nothing that we need right now. That means we can go back to our normal duck and goose path. By the way, will you laugh at me if I tell you that I'm 19 years old and watch MLP? Because there are men and women who watch that and wanted to ask you. I think anybody should watch whatever makes them happy, honestly. I think laughing at somebody for enjoying something that they're not the target audience of is a lot more cringe than actually being part of that part of those not our target audience enjoyers. And next year, me turning 20. Wow, grown man I will be already. Huh? I am way past 20. Those were the days. Well, actually they were not. 20 is still fairly young and stupid. I always find it funny when people are like, oh no, I'm turning 30, I'm gonna be old, decrepit. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The 30s are the best. You're still young enough to be able to do most of the things that you want to do, but old enough not to be stupid about it. And probably have your foot in a proper job where you actually make enough money to do the things that you want to do, so. Instead of being a broke college student for most of your 20s. Nah. Not necessarily. My teenage years are over. I wish we could be young forever, you know. Nah, not necessarily. I am glad my teenage years are behind me. Far, far behind me. Just a good thing. How many zones did I miss the first time I walked through here? Holy moly. Oh, that's more moose. Oh, one of you actually has... Although, nah, those palms look bigger than they are. Like, I will remember all of my classmates, especially some boys and girls that didn't bully me and were nice to me. It will depend. It will depend on where your life goes. I honestly could not tell you about most of the people that I went to school with. Like, I remember maybe 5 of them, and the rest I'm fairly happy I have forgotten. And that's alright. One of the most useful skills you can learn in life is that life will go on and you will always fall out of touch with people, but you will always meet new people, and as long as you're alive, there will always be new experiences, and the best thing you can do is not be afraid of that and just move on. In the wise words of Adele, take it as it comes, be thankful when it's done. For you, what's the point of life? The point of life is living it. The point of life is to experience as much of it as you can. Make the most of it, you only have one of it. That's what I always like to say. Like, I am really happy that I was born in a time where there was no war where I lived. I was born at a time when travel was easy, and that I live in a time where travel is relatively easy, that I come from a country where my nationality makes travel easy, because we all know that some nationalities it's easier to travel than others. If you're from if your passport is from the Middle East or from South America, you have to go through so many visas and checks before you're allowed to travel to most places. It's ridiculous. So I am very lucky that I was born in a place where I not only have the money and the time, but also just the opportunity to travel a lot and experience a lot of different things. And I will never take that for granted, because pretty much every single generation before me lived mostly in their tiny little corner. And that was it. That is a... Get out. I think we got him. That's a 5-star mature duck. Raising a 2-year-old now, and I will say it was easier raising kids 15 years ago. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, in some ways it's probably easier, in some ways it's probably harder. What are you? 89.05%. Okay. That is pretty low for a 5-star. 465.1. So he was probably in his last year. It's a good thing we got him. He's going into the taxidermy. Neat. I did not expect to find a 5-star duck today. Sadly, we don't need a 5-star duck right now. We don't actually need a 5-star anything on this map. It's just, they're nice to have, so when I can get one, I will take them. But we don't technically need them. I would have much preferred a Sculp or a Ross's Goose, honestly. Because those are the ones that I am actually looking for. Like, sometimes I think that my life is not worth living, and I like to have suicidal thoughts, but I try to avoid them. Horror reaction gaming, in all honesty, seriously, if you have the opportunity and the money, get yourself into therapy. I am not joking. If you ever reach the point where you are having thoughts like that, and you have the time and the money and the opportunity, get yourself into therapy. And if you don't have the time and the money or the opportunity, there are plenty of hotlines that can help you. Do not take it lightly. Like, I don't want to armchair diagnose anybody, especially not on my streams, but if you have thoughts like that, please call a hotline, and if you have the opportunity and you have the time and the money and the access, talk to a therapist. Because maybe it's just a temporary mood swing, something that's going to resolve itself, or maybe it's something more serious. There are a lot of conditions that can cause suicidal thoughts, which is some of them temporary, some of them permanent, which is why I'm saying I'm not going to armchair diagnose anybody. And I would like to ask everybody in chat to not please armchair diagnose people. But that is definitely call a suicide hotline and maybe talk to a therapist kind of situation. In general, I think everybody should have a therapist, honestly. It would make life so much easier, because all of us need more emotional support than our loved ones can handle at some point in our lives. So really, in an ideal world, I think everyone would have a therapist, and therapy would be easily accessible and cheap. Sadly, we don't live in an ideal world. Will you guys please land so I can actually reliably shoot you? I know you're not supposed to shoot sitting ducks, but I am fairly terrible at hitting flying targets. So I would really prefer if these goose could just land right now. These geese. Geese actually does have a plural, yes. The English language can be so confusing sometimes. Okay, you guys are a lot closer than the marker that I placed. Let's go more slowly. You are already within 60 to 80 meters. Okay. Where exactly are you? Oh, you're over there. Okay, that's not too bad. No, don't go over this hill or behind this hill. Great, now I have to go closer. Oh, was that a drinking zone? Yeah, that was an unexplored drinking zone. Nice. Like, I don't want to live in a world that has changed into much worse, because I see that every day and I have no words to say, like shocked I am. More people being rude. Honestly, the world is... I personally think the world is not that much worse than it was before. It's just... thanks to our modern infrastructure of information, like all the online stuff, it is a lot easier to be aware of everything that is being shit in the world. And humans are not made for this constant bombardment of information. Our brains are not designed for this, which is why it is important to practice proper media hygiene as far as I'm concerned, and every once in a while just disconnect. Like, make sure you don't fall into the doom scrolling trap. And if you ever need to restore your faith in humanity, I recommend a book by Rebecca Solnit called Building a Paradise in Hell, which is a book about community responses to disasters like floods and such. Because while media likes to focus on the negatives, because negatives bring shock value, and shock value brings easy viewers, brings easy money, most people are actually decent people and will actually try to help each other. That's how we are hardwired to be. We are social animals. If we weren't, we wouldn't have survived until now. Alright, let's see if we can take out some of these Rossiskis. I tried to get the mature female as well, but I did not get her. Too bad. I mostly have negative thoughts in my head, like can't make them go away. Then please talk to a therapist. That's the only thing I can tell you. I am not a therapist, so I cannot provide that help here in chat. Please talk to a therapist. Let's see if we can get one of these. There we go. Got one of them at least. I think that was a mature female that we shot. At least that's what I tried to get. Wait. I'm pretty sure we did get her. Like, I saw her fall down. Oh, there she is. I'm blind. Yep, mature female. I'll take that. Thank you very much. My mom says that life is priceless, which is true, I guess. Let me put it this way. Life has options. Death has not. When you're dead, there's no more option. There is no more opportunities. There's no more choices. You're done. Life has options. Life has choices and the possibility to get better. Holy shit. Okay, so this was a 2-star mature with 87% fitness. Which means he would have probably made 5 stars if we had let him grow. Oh well. But again, I am not a therapist and my stream is not here for providing therapy. So please talk to a therapist. if you can have access to therapy, talk to a therapist. There is nothing shameful or weird or stupid about going to a therapist. Like I said, it's a service that frankly should be available to everybody at any time as far as I'm concerned. Alright. Now can I please find some scope? Seriously. Like, I need 4 kilograms of scope for this mission, and then I still need another... How much was it? Another 10.2 kilograms for the other mission, and another 3 airborne scopes for yet another mission. Oh my god. Why do I need so many scopes? Why could one of these missions not be actual ducks? Would have made things so much easier. And I haven't even started on the 27 kilograms of snowshoe hairs yet. Okay, Moose. You're over there somewhere? I'm not really interested in the females. But if there's a female moose, then there's probably a male moose around there as well. Where are you guys? Oh, there's the female. Okay. Where are your male friends and family, please? Where are your loved ones? Oh. There. No, wait, that's more females. Are you girls having a bachelorette party? What's going on? Oh, there's the male. Hi. Yes, somewhere over here in the bushes. 1-star adult, yeah. Go away. I don't need you. I need some birds. If we don't find them here, we're gonna have to go back to the other zone down here. We are not lucky with the scopes today. And we are already in deer drinking time, so...